Well, hello, everybody. Thank you and welcome back again. May has begun, and what that means is we have the real estate stats for April 2024. Jay, how are you doing today?
Doing great. Glad we're getting some rain. It's awesome.
It's spring is here, and so is the real estate market, it seems. How about you tell us a little bit about what's been going on in real estate in Edmonton this past month?
Sure, sounds good. So everybody likes to kind of start with what's the inventory looking like. That's a an indication of like what do we got to look at. So we're actually up to 5464. That seems weird to say we've got more inventory, but you know what? It's only like 144, 149 new listings, which is not a crazy amount when we look at the total number of sales. And that's kind of what we'd like to talk about here. 3,121 sales, up 661 month over month. So we've actually lost ground on our inventory number, meaning that there's less houses to look at. There's obviously more buyers out. Right now, we have about 7 weeks of inventory, 1.75 months, somewhere in there. So that's very much a seller's market. Still tough if you're a buyer. So yeah, listings are up, but so are sales. So we've kind of lost ground on that as well. So next part that we like to talk about, of course, is this day on market chart here. We'll see kind of will help you. It doesn't actually look all that exciting. There's two numbers that I'd like to dig into a little bit. The semi-detached for sure is an awesome number to talk about. And apartment condo, we'll look at that after. But essentially, you can see these day on market is definitely dropping, and there's more pressure on these two parts of our inventory or our resale market here right now as well, for sure.
Absolutely. It looks like those houses are like semi-detached and the apartment condos, they're selling about 25 to 30% faster than they were the same month a year ago. So I guess with the reducing inventory, even though interest rates are still high, with that reducing inventory, those more affordable homes seem to be going a lot faster than they were just a year ago.
Buyers are losing their patience, right? And they're seeing they're losing deals. They're like, okay, you know what? I'm not even going to try and wade into this sort of market. So if they're getting squished out of the detached, they're running into the condo, right? If they're getting squished out of the detached, sorry, into the semi-detached into condo, it's kind of like cascading effect. Last week was my first experience where I had a buyer out looking at condos. All the ones she wanted were gone the next day. So the good ones are
Wow.
definitely moving along. Yeah, for sure. So that's the day on market for sure. Prices, median 3.2% gain this month. So we're up to 418,000, about an 8% gain year over year. The big question is, which part of our sector is pushing us up like that? So detached homes, $495,000, right? 4% gain month over month, super normal. This is what we'd expect. 8% year over year. I don't think there's any surprises here for us at all.
Okay, yeah, that's the least interesting of the stats, and I guess it compares with the days on market being the least interesting of those as well. But the semi-detached, you were telling me about that a little bit earlier. There's a bit of a story
Right.
there, isn't there?
Yeah, there definitely is. So this month in April, we're at 400,000. We're at 0% change from last month, which is really odd because we've seen that inventory go up. But if we look at March, right, 3.4% from month over month. So February to March was a almost 3.5% gain. March to April, we've held the ground, right? Year over year, though, was 9.6% in March, and we're still up 6.9% year over year. So I think what they're saying is like there's some support here for where the market is sort of at with the semi-detached, and it's kind of holding its ground. And we're very interested to see what the data looks in May for these two numbers here. Row townhouses, they were the darling for the last little while. They're still doing great. $298,000 median price, 2.8% month over month. Still a great 12%, almost 13% year over year, which is incredible. It's fascinating. But that's a great set of data to look at for sure. Yeah.
And then the apartments, they're a little bit interesting as well. What do we have in there?
Yeah, so $185,000 median price point. We actually lost 0.3% month over month, which seems kind of crazy, right? 4.2% year over year. But when we backed it up and looked at the March numbers, we're still 10.5%. So February to March was a 10.5% gain, which is huge, especially in the condo market. But it's exciting to see that in April, we didn't lose hardly any ground, 0.3%, which means there's definitely buyer support at these prices. If you're thinking of selling a condo, it's probably a great time to do it.
Yeah, so that March jump wasn't just a weird spike of a few higher priced condos or something. It seems to have held its ground, which is
Right.
amazing. So we are seeing the easier, I guess, lower priced inventory going faster in Edmonton. And we're seeing just as many sales now as we were a couple of years ago when rates were quite a bit lower. And the prices are back up to what they were before interest rates started to go up. And so if you're looking to buy in Edmonton, it's still one of the most affordable markets in Canada. I know I say that all of the time, but it really is. But it's a very strong market, and we look forward to helping you through that. I do the mortgages, Jay does the real estate. We're bringing these videos to you every single week. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, follow the channel, and watch out for more content here every single Wednesday. Thanks so much.
Thanks for joining us.